Hello students, today I have brought another subject for you, that is economics, chapter number 2. Chapter 2, Indicators of Growth and Development. Growth and development. First of all, in this chapter, we have to understand the term or concept of economic growth. Economic growth and economic development. Now, what is economic growth and what is economic development? But before explaining about economic growth and economic development, first of all, I will try to explain this concept through a story. For example, I am taking a story of an individual that individual has got education. He was residing in rural area. Now, for few minutes, forget about economic growth and economic development. First of all, try to understand this story. I am taking a story of a youth who was residing in rural area. With very struggle, he has got education, and after getting education, he has migrated himself from rural area to city, means urban area, from rural area to urban area. Why? In order to get better education, in order to get better job opportunities. Once he got the job, when he got the job, it means his income started earning. He has started to earn income. Once again, I am taking a story of a youth who are residing in a rural area. After getting education, he has migrated himself from rural area to urban area in order to get better job opportunities. When he got the job, his income started. He starts earning income. After earning income, first of all, what he did, what every individual starts doing, he tried to achieve. First of all, he tried to achieve basic necessities which are very essential to survive life. So he starts fulfilling his basic necessities. Gradually, when income increases, then he starts to achieve luxuries and comforts. In order to achieve luxuries and comforts, in order to raise the standard of living, he started to purchase luxurious goods, comfort goods, in order to improve his quality of life. अपनी लाइफ में इम्प्रूवमेंट लाने के लिए, in order to raise a standard of living, इस इंसान ने बेसिक नेसेसिटीज पूरी होने के बाद लग्जरीज गुड्स, कंफर्ट गुड्स खरीदने स्टार्ट किए. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, when his income increases, after fulfilling basic necessities, he started to purchase mobile, then Android mobile, then TV, then LED TV, then bike, scooty, then furnitures, AC, and with the passage of time, as his income increases, he has purchased his own house also, house or flat or bungalow. So whenever any person starts earn income, first of all he try to fulfill his basic necessities. Then in order to bring improvement in the quality of life, or in order to raise a standard of living, he started to purchase luxurious and comfort goods. And after achieving all material happiness means bhautik sukh, AC, TV, bike, house or flat, say pure drinking water, health facilities, these are all, after achieving all these things, we can say that he has achieved all material happiness. वो सारे सुख जो उसे चाहिए थे, he has achieved from his income. Then one point comes when he has achieved all material happiness. He has achieved all material happiness. Once again, all physical goods, like once again, like vehicles, TV, mobile, furniture, AC, flat or bungalow or house. So according to his income, he has achieved all material happiness, but it took a lots of time. First of all, he had got education, then migrated himself from rural area to urban area. Earlier he was depend on, for earning, he was depend on agriculture in his village, agriculture. But after getting education, this individual has decided to earn more income. He has decided to raise his standard of living. He had decided to bring improvement in the quality of his life. For this purpose, he had migrated himself from rural area to urban area. Then his income increases, and with the passage of time, first of all he has tried to fulfill his basic necessities. Then luxuries, comforts, means TV, mobile, AC, bikes, flat. And a point comes when he has achieved all types of material happiness in his life. Now at this point he did not want any kind of material happiness, because already he has achieved everything. After this point, what happens? First of all, till this point, a majority of income he has spent on purchasing of this material happiness. But after this point, because at this point, up to this point, he has achieved all types of material happiness. That's why after this point, whatever income he earned, a major portion of this income he is able to save. Means he is in a condition to save more and more out of his earned income after this point. So we can say that this process means from shifting himself from rural area to urban area, after getting education, starts earning income, then slowly he starts fulfilling basic necessities, then luxurious and comfort goods, then purchasing flat or house. This is a long process. It took a long time. This process is called economic development. For this individual, we can say that this is economic development. Economic development means, what is economic development? One side he started earning income. He started earning income, and another side, with this earned income, he tried to purchase or he tried to bring improvement in the quality of his life. Quality of his life means one side he started earning income, another side he was trying to improve his quality of life, or he tried to raise standard of living, raise standard of living. Up to this point, so one side he is earning income, which is called quantitative changes. Quantitative changes. What is the meaning of quantitative changes? Any changes which can be measured in numbers, in figures, that is called quantitative changes. So earning income is related with quantitative changes. On the other side, with this earned income, this person has tried to bring improvement in the quality of life, or we can say he tried to raise his standard of living. How? By fulfilling basic necessities, by purchasing luxurious and comfort goods, by purchasing flats. This is also comfort goods. So he has tried to increase his quality of life, or he tried to raise the standard of living. Beside this, one more point I have left. When he was residing in a rural area, he was living with orthodox thinkings. He was living with the tradition, superstitions. He was gripped in the superstitions. When he moved himself from a rural area to urban area, then he started to adopt new thinkings, left social evils, left orthodox thinkings, left various superstitions. It means this type of changes means shifting from rural area to urban area. Then he has decided to improve himself. Improve himself means improvement in his life in all respect. He wanted to bring improvement in income, improvement in the quality of life, in the form of goods, in the form of thinkings. So we can say social changes. This is called social changes. Social changes means his behavior changes. He has left once again orthodox thinkings, traditional thinkings, old thinkings. He has left all type of social evils. He has left. So this type of social changes also brought in this person when he moved himself from rural area to urban area, or by earning income, he has decided to bring improvement in the quality of life. He has decided to raise the standard of living. For this purpose, he has started to purchase luxurious and comfort goods, and then he has left all types of traditional thinkings, orthodox thinkings, superstitions. It means when he started earning income, it brings qualitative changes. This is called qualitative changes. Whenever this person, when he started earning income, his earned income brings qualitative changes in his life. His life, quality of life improves. His standard of living raises. His thinking process changes, social changes, qualitative changes. So whenever quantitative changes take place as well as qualitative changes take place, we can say that this is economic development. This process is called economic development. In our story, when this individual has started to earn income, that is called quantitative changes. And with this earned income, when he tried to bring changes in his quality of life, when he tried to improve or raise his standard of living, when he tried to leave all the traditional thinkings, old thinkings, orthodox thinkings, superstitions, social changes, means qualitative changes, up to that point, we can say that economic development take place in that individual. Means quantitative changes, and qualitative changes. Up to this point. So whenever quantity changes as well as qualitative changes take place in the life of this person, we can say that economic development take place. Economic development. And up to this point, whatever he had earned, out of that earned income, he was not in a position to save more. Means saving is almost less or nil, zero. So saving is not more. Now, after this point, means after economic development, now he has already achieved all types of material happiness. He has purchased whatever his desire is fulfilled, his dreams fulfilled, whatever material happiness he wanted, he has achieved. Pure drinking water, AC, TV, everything he has achieved. Flat, house, everything he has achieved. Now he did not require such type of things. Because he has already achieved all these things. So after this point, when he starts earning income is already continuous, but after this point, when he is earning income, out of that income, he is in a position to save more, because now he is not required to purchase all these types of material things. Again, AC, scooty, house, furniture did not require to purchase, because he had already achieved everything. So when after this point, when he starts earning income, or if his income increases, out of that income he is able to save more or invest somewhere else, or he can take life insurance. So he is in a position to save more, to invest more. As a result, what happens? His income increases. His income increases in a rapid rate. But after this point, only and only quantitative changes take place. His income increases with the help of increased income, with the help of earned income. He is able to save more, able to invest more. As a result, again, ultimately, his income increases at a rapid rate, fast rate. Means after this point, only and only quantitative changes take place. And when only quantitative changes take place, that is called economic growth. So first of all, economic development take place in the life of every human being, then economic growth. Economic development, and after this point, economic growth. During economic development, quantitative changes as well as qualitative changes take place. But once qualitative changes take place in the life of human being, then after this point, only and only quantitative changes take place. Whatever income earned here, now he is not required to purchase any kind of, he is not required to achieve those things which are necessary for the improvement in the quality of life. Reason, he has already achieved all those things. So after this point, whatever income earned by him, out of that earned income, he is able to save more, and when his saving becomes more, he is able to get, or his size of interest becomes more. For example, in previous month he has saved 10,000 in bank and he is getting 800 rupees as interest. Now in this current month, again he has saved 10,000 rupees. Now total savings becomes 20,000. The size of saving becomes more, as well as size of interest also becomes more. Now he will get on 10,800 means on 20,000. Now he will get 1,600 in this month. So in this month his interest becomes 1,600. So when he started to save more, the size of interest also becomes more, means he is able to earn more income at a faster rate. Earlier he was getting 800, but now in this month he is getting 1,600 interest. The size of interest, size of investment becomes more, means he is able to earn more and more income after this point. So when only income increases, only quantitative changes take place, that process, that concept is called economic growth. Similarly, this is the story in order to explain you the meaning of economic development and economic growth. Similarly, this concept is applied on different nations also. Now we come to chapter. Now first of all, economic development. What is economic development? We have already done. Whenever any, now we are taking the concept regarding nations, countries, economy. Whenever different types of economy, you have already studied underdeveloped economy, developing economies, developed economies. What is developing economies? So first of all, before that, economic development. Economic development is a continuous process. Continuous process. Continuous process of economic well-being. Economic well-being. Economic development, I have written in short here, economic development is a continuous process. Now why it is a continuous process, we will discuss later on. Economic development is a continuous process of economic well-being. Now what is the meaning of, first of all, economic well-being? Economic well-being means whenever any economy comes on the path of development, so for development they need to increase their income, means economic changes, economic structure changes, because without increase in national income, without increase in per capita income, we cannot bring improvement in the quality of life of individuals of the country. So first of all, economic structure must be changed. Along with that economic structure, we can change our social structure. Means economic development is the process of economic structure as well as social structure. In other words, whenever economic structure and social structure changes in any economy, that process is called economic development. Now what is economic structure? We know when national income, per capita income increases, that is called economic structure. Social structure, for example, to achieve those things which are essential for the improvement in the quality of life. Quality of life. I have already told you that after fulfilling basic necessities, all luxurious comfort goods which can bring improvement in the quality of life, pure drinking water, many families are installing RO plant so that they can get pure drinking water, sanitation facilities, then health facilities, they are able to get good health facilities. Why? Their income increases, that's why they are able to afford good health facilities. They are able to get good education, or they are able to provide good education to their wards, to their children. So second point, they are bringing changes in their thinkings also. Thinkings, thoughts. Earlier they are living with old thinkings, orthodox thinkings. They are in the grip of social evils. They also had to follow the social evils. They also had to become a part of social evils. But now they are adopting modern thinking. They are living social evils. They understand the side effects of social evils. So they are living those superstitions, old thinking, means changes in the thinking. That is also a part of social structure. So whenever economic structure as well as social structure changes in any economy, that is called economic development. And why it is a continuous process, we will discuss later on, but in short I am telling you, because economic development is a long process, very long process. Why it is a long process? Because economic development is very easy to start. Whenever any nation, any country wants to improve their economic condition, their social condition, means they try to bring improvement in their nation in all respect. It is easy to start, but it is very difficult to sustain that development. Very difficult. Economic development, it is easy to start, but difficult to sustain in the long run. Now it is easy to start. We have started that we want to bring improvement. We have started to establish some hospitals, some schools in our country, but with the passage of time, it becomes very difficult to keep that development at the same rate in a longer period. It is very difficult to sustain the same rate of development for a longer period. Reason, along with the development, population also increases. And government or economy has to utilize the available funds, available resources in order to meet the wants or demands of this increased population. So they are not in a position to utilize that resource for development. Instead of development, they need to utilize the resources, available resources, funds, finance, money, in order to meet the requirement of increased population. And beside population, sometimes some natural factors also becomes a big hindrances in the path of development. For example, nowadays whole world is passing through the crisis of coronavirus. India, we are talking about our economy, so India had to utilize all the available funds towards or against the coronavirus. Instead of using that funds for the development, we have to utilize all these funds against the coronavirus disease. So during this time period, development cannot take place. During this time period, development cannot take place in the same rate as we are getting earlier. So, sometimes it is easy to start, but difficult to sustain the same rate of development, faster rate of development for a longer period. This is about economic development. First one is economic development is the process. It is the process of achieving economic well-being. Economic well-being. Economic well-being means to become financially strong, to bring, means we are able to bring good position in our life. So economic well-being is achieved when economic structure as well as social structure changes. Economic structure as well as social structure changes take place, then we can say that economy is in a position to achieve economic well-being, and all this process is called economic development. Now economic structure and social structure. During economic development, national income means structure of national income, structure of national income undergoes a change during economic development. The structure of national income undergoes a change. Now what is structure of national income? We know that whole economy or all individuals, working populations are involved in these three areas: agricultural areas, industrial areas, and service areas, service sector. So agricultural sector, industrial sector, and service sector. Primary sector, secondary sector, and tertiary sector. So all working populations are engaged themselves in all these three sectors. जितने भी वर्किंग पॉपुलेशन है वो सब के सब इनकम अर्न करने के लिए इन तीन सेक्टर्स में है. बट आफ्टर इंडिपेंडेंस we know that majority of populations are involved or engaged in agricultural sector. But with the passage of time, or we can say with development, slow development, now structure of national income changes. How earlier majority of populations were involved in agricultural sector. As a result, in agricultural sector, disguised unemployment, the pressure of disguised unemployment increases. What is disguised unemployment? Is also known as hidden unemployment. Disguised unemployment means whenever more than required workers, more than required laborers are working in a particular field, in particular area, that is called disguised unemployment. Means some workers seems to be employed, but actually they are unemployed. For example, in a field, in a particular field, only 4 laborers or 4 farmers are needed. But instead of 4 farmers, total 7 farmers are working. Means additional 3 farmers are working in that particular field, and the marginal productivity of these 3 farmers is 0. Means they are producing nothing. These 3 farmers are called disguised unemployed. So After independence, majority of populations were engaged in agricultural sector. As a result, disguised unemployment increases. But with the process of development, the individuals who are working in agricultural sector now able to shift themselves to industrial sector and service sector. With the process of development, with the process of economic development, now individuals who are working in agricultural sector now they are able to shift themselves to secondary sector and tertiary sector or industrial sector and service sector. This changes is called structure of national income changes. How earlier a major portion in national income means contribution national income it comes from agricultural sector, but now with the process of economic development, second point, contribution of agricultural sector in national income decreases. This is called structure of national income changes, means occupational structure changes. Now contribution of agricultural sector which was more in earlier period now decreases. Its contribution national income decreases or reduces. Third point, now contribution of industrial sector and service sector in national income increases. Now contribution of industrial sector and service sector in national income increases. This changes is called structure of national income. And why this happens? Due to economic development. As a result, fourth point, when contribution of agriculture reduces, when contribution of industrial sector and service sector increases, what does it show? It shows that disguised unemployment means pressure of population in agricultural sector now reduces. Now they have shifted themselves to industrial sector and service sector. As a result, what happens? Disguised unemployment reduces. So disguised unemployment reduces due to economic development. Fifth point, now with the passage of time or as economic development take place in our economy, we are in a position to adopt modern technology, means modern technology is being adopted and implemented. Modern technology is being adopted and implemented. As a result, what happens? It saves time and money. Modern technologies are those technologies which save time and money and increases production with minimum cost. So modern technology is adopted. Due to economic development, innovative seeds are used for more production in agricultural sector. Innovative seeds are used for more production in agricultural sectors. These are the part of the process of economic development, or we can say when economic development take place in any economy, what happens, what type of changes took place. So first of all, what is economic development? It is the process, it is a continuous process, because it is a very long process. It is not easy to start and finish within a very short span of time. So it is very easy to start, but difficult to sustain the same rate of development for a longer period. Reason I have already told you: increasing population, natural factors. These are the disturbance or hindrances which stop the rate of development at the same rate. So it is a continuous process of economic well-being. Economic well-being means improvement in the quality of life. And how improvement in the quality of life is possible? With the changes in economic structure and social structure. Economic structure means income, it is related with income, related with national income and per capita income. When national income and per capita income increases, we can say economic structure changes. Social structure, when with the earned income, with the help of economic structure, we are able to raise our standard of living, and standard of living is related with pure drinking water, health facilities, all types of material happiness. Then living orthodox thinking, superstitions, means we are changing our mind, we are changing our thinking from traditional primitive thinkings to modern thinking. That is also a part of social structure. So when or economic development is the process of changes in economic structure as well as in social structure. And when economic development takes place, what happens? Structure of national income also changes. Now what is structure of national income? Contribution of agricultural sector in national income reduces. Earlier majority of population was engaged in agricultural sector. Now with the establishment of various industries, with the development of service sector, now individuals are shifting themselves from agricultural sector to industrial sector as well as to service sector in order to earn more income. As a result, contribution of agricultural sector in national income reduces. On the other hand, contribution of industrial sector and service sector in national income increases. As a result, what happens? Disguised unemployment in agricultural sector reduces. With the help of economic development, modern technologies we are able to adopt in production sector, in industrial sector as well as in agricultural sectors. Nowadays we are adopting modern technology for more production, which saves our time and money. Besides this, innovative seeds are used for more production in agricultural sector, and all these changes reduces, last point number 7. All these changes reduces poverty. How? When pressure of population in agricultural sector reduces, means when individuals are able to get job in industrial sector, in a service sector, they are able to earn income, they are able to earn more income. As a result, poverty reduces. So all this process brings changes. How? These changes reduces poverty, unemployment, and inequalities of income. So all these changes take place in economic development process. That's why we can say that important sentence: economic development is a multi-dimensional process. Economic development is a multi-dimensional process. Important sentence. Economic development is a multi-dimensional process. Why it is a multi-dimensional process? Because, once again, question is why economic development is considered as multi-dimensional process. The reason is, first of all, economic development is the process. Economic development is the process which bring changes in economic structure as well as social structure of an economy. Once again, economic development is the process of bringing changes in economic structure as well as social structure of an economy. Economic structure is related with national income and per capita income. Social structure is related with improvement or development in the quality of life. So, economic development is the process of bringing changes in economic structure as well as social structure. First point. Second, due to economic development, contribution means structure of national income. Structure of national income changes. How? Contribution of agricultural sector in a national income reduces or decreases due to development. Reason, with the establishment of various types of industries either by public sector or private sector, individuals who are residing in rural areas who are not able to get better job opportunities, now they can shift themselves to urban area for better job opportunities. As a result, what happens? Pressure of population in agricultural sector reduces. As a result, contribution of agricultural sector in national income also reduces. On the contrary, contribution of industrial sector and service sector in national income increases. And due to this disguised unemployment, once again, excessive pressure of population in agricultural sector is reduces. That is called disguised unemployment. Disguised unemployment reduces due to economic development. Modern technology is being adopted by such economy who are in the path of economic development. They are using modern technology for production which saves time and money, which gives more and more production with minimum cost. Innovative seeds are used for more production in agricultural sector, and all these changes, due to all these changes, poverty, unemployment and inequalities of income also reduces. All this process is called economic development. Economic development is the process which starts but not finished. Development is started in an economy, but that development is not completed. That process is called economic development. So, different types of changes we can observe due to economic development. That's why we can say economic development is a multi-dimensional process. Now once again, economic development is the process of achieving economic well-being. Economic development is the process of achieving, it is a continuous process of achieving economic well-being, or whenever economic structure and social structure take place in the economy, that process is called economic development. Economic structure as well as social structure take place in the economy is called economic development. Economic development is a multi-dimensional process. It is a multi-dimensional process. Why it is a multi-dimensional process? Due to economic development, structure of national income or occupational structure changes. How? First point, contribution of agricultural sector in national income reduces. Contribution of industrial sector and service sector in national income increases. Third point, due to these changes, disguised unemployment reduces. modern technology is being adopted by economy for more production, which saves time and money. Then innovative seeds are completed. The next topic is characteristics of economic development. Characteristics of economic development. Now, after explaining everything about economic development, what we have observed, first, it is a continuous process. It is a continuous process. Economic development is a continuous process. Second, qualitative and quantitative changes takes place. It is a continuous process. In economic development, qualitative as well as quantitative changes take place. Third one is labor becomes more dynamic. Labor becomes more dynamic. Fourth, increase in demand due to economic development, demand increases. Fifth, increase in capital formation. Increase in capital formation. Sixth, changes in technology. Changes in technology. These are the characteristics of economic development. First, it is a continuous process. Second, economic development is qualitative and quantitative changes. Economic development is the process of qualitative and quantitative changes, or qualitative and quantitative changes take place. Once again, quantitative changes means it is related with income, national income, per capita income. Qualitative, it is related with increase in or improvement in a standard of living, improvement in quality of life. For example, health facilities, sanitation facilities, education, pure drinking water, luxuries and comforts. These are called qualitative changes. Third point is labor becomes more dynamic. Labor becomes more dynamic. Fourth is increase in demand. Fifth, increase in capital formation and changes in technology. First is it is a continuous process. So how economic development is a continuous process? Once again, economic developments once start, it is very easy to start, but it is very difficult for any economy to sustain the same rate of development for a longer period, because during the period of development, various obstacles, hindrances come forward them, like natural factors becomes hindrances, increase in population becomes hindrances in the path of, in the process of economic development. That's why it is a slow but continuous process. Economic development takes a long time. Thus, on this basis, we can say that economic development is a continuous process. Qualitative and quantitative changes take place in economic development. Whenever any nation, any economy wants or try to bring development in their economy, so first of all, they need to earn more income. They have to increase national income and per capita income. then only it is possible for them to bring qualitative changes. Then only it is possible for the economy to improve the standard of living of the population. So quantitative as well as qualitative changes take place in any economic development. So any nation which is in the process of economic development, it means in such type of economy both quantitative as well as qualitative changes take place. Third one is labor becomes more dynamic. Whenever any economy in the process of development, or in other words, whenever economic development take place, government establish various vocational institute, training institute, try to give education to laborers in order to make them more skilled. And once labor become skilled, they become dynamic, means they are able to change the nature of job. They are able to shift themselves from lower position to higher position, from one place to another place, because they are skilled. They can do job anywhere. That's why they becomes more dynamic. Increase in demand. Whenever we have already studied that in the process of economic development, quantitative changes take place, means national income increases as well as real per capita income also increases. When real means purchasing power increases, when real per capita income of population increases, their taste, their habit, their preferences changes. Why? Again same answer, in order to bring improvement in the quality of life. So in order to raise the standard of living, they are demanding various types of superior goods and services. As a result, demand for various goods and services also increases during the process of economic development. Increase in capital formation. First of all, what is capital formation? In simple language, capital formation means increase in assets, property, infrastructural facilities of economy is called capital formation. Construction of road, construction of railway station, airport, flyover, bridges, metro station in various cities. All this increases the capital formation of any economy. So whenever any economy in the process of economic development, or whenever they try to bring qualitative changes with the help of qualitative changes, as a result, capital formation also increases. For example, whenever national income of any economy increases, they try to bring improvement in railway station, they try to bring improvement in roads, in airports, they try to establish more and more hospitals, more and more schools, they try to construct flyover, bridges in different cities, different villages, they try to connect highway with village road. In this process, they are trying to bring improvements in all respect. As a result, capital formation increases. Changes in technology, we have already studied. Whenever any economy starts developing itself, and when they earn more income, with those earned income, they try to establish or adopt new technology. They try to adopt modern technology, means modern technology is implemented in agricultural sector as well as industrial sector, so that more and more production can take place with minimum cost. So these changes take place in the process of economic development. That's why these are the characteristics of economic development. So economic development is a positive approach for any economy, especially about underdeveloped economy. If they comes in the path of development, it is a positive approach. Once they come in the path of economic development, so these type of changes take place in that type of nations. But beside characteristics, these are the advantages of economic development. Beside this, it has some limitations also. And what are the limitations of economic development? Next topic, limitation of economic development. Only this is only a theory portion. Practically, it is not useful. Limitations. Not useful means not useful in board exam. Useful in practical life. Limitation for economic development is not useful in practical life. First limitation or drawback. Economic development only shows the progress of nation. Progress of a nation. It shows the progress of nation, or it shows economic scenario. Economic scenario. It does not discuss individual development or human development. First limitation of economic development. Economic development only shows the progress of nation. Economic development. First point. Economic development only shows the progress of nation. Means it shows economic scenario of nation. Means it does not discuss individual development. Individual here means human development. Economic development shows only the progress of nation means whenever national income increases, what we can observe? We can observe that nation is developing, economy is developing. For example, when national income of India increases, we can say that India is a developing country. Nowadays, we can say India is a fast developing country. Fast developing country. But still, in spite of developing country, fast developing country, 26 crores or 26% of total population are living below the poverty line. Means economic development does not mean the direct development of each and every individual of that nation. It shows only that nation is progressing. Economic development only shows that that economy is developing, progressing. It shows the economic scenario. Economic scenario means that national income of that country, per capita income of that country increases. But it does not discuss the development of each and every individual. We can take our example. India is a developing country, but nowadays it is a fast developing country. In spite of this, a majority of total population is living below the poverty line. This is one of the limitation. From outer side we can say, when national income of India increases, per capita income of India increases, year by year it increases. So we can say developing is taking place. But it does not, or we can say it ignores the human development. It only shows the economic scenario of a nation, of an economy. The first point, economic development only shows the progress of nation and it shows economic scenario. Second point is, it is very difficult. It is very difficult to measure social changes. Social changes which take place during economic development. Second limitation of economic development is it is very difficult to measure social changes which take place during economic development. Now, once again, what is economic development? Whenever in any economy, economic structure changes as well as social structure changes. Whenever economic structure as well as social structure both changes take place in any economy, then we can say that economic development is going on in such type of nations. Economic structure is what? It is related with national income and per capita income, which can be easily measured. This is called quantitative changes. But so far as social structure is changes, it is very difficult to measure such changes in terms of numbers. For example, due to migration of a population, a part of population from rural area to urban area, due to migration, a smaller part of population from rural area to urban area, in order to get better job opportunities, once they shifted themselves from rural area to urban area, they have left various social levels, old thinkings, orthodox thinkings, traditions, customs, superstitions, all these things they have left. But how can we measure all these things? How much percentage changes take place in such type of social rituals? We cannot measure in numbers. That's why, but this is changes, means diverting mind from old thinking, orthodox thinking to modern thinking is a development, but such development cannot be measured in numbers. That is one of the limitation of economic development. Changes from orthodox thinking, superstitions to modern thinking is also a part of economic development, but such development cannot be measured in terms of numbers. That's why it is very difficult to measure social changes. So far as economic structure is concerned, it can be easily measured, but social structure, social changes which happens in the society cannot be measured. This is one of the limitation. And third one is we all know that when economic development takes place, whenever economic development takes place, it brings improvement, or we can say it raises standard of living. We all know, whenever economic development take place, improvement or raise, it improve or raise standard of living. We are all familiar with this statement, but this statement is partially true in case of Indian economy. So far as India is concerned, economic development is taking place. Even we can say that it is a fast developing economy. But then also economic development take place at a faster rate. That's why it is a fast developing economy. But then also majority of population, almost 26-27% of total population are still living below the poverty line. Or in other words, we can say those who are living below the poverty line, during independence, same same percentage of total population are still living below the poverty line, then how can we say that economic development raises the or improves the standard of living? This statement is not true in case of India or Indian economy. Whether it is a fast developing economy, is still a majority of population is living below the poverty line. So somewhere else this statement is not true in case of Indian economy. This is one of the limitation of economic development. So economic development topic is completed. First of all, economic development is a multi-dimensional process, or we can say it is a process of achieving economic well-being. Economic well-being means whenever economic structure and social structure changes in any economy, it is called economic development. Or in other words, whenever qualitative and quantitative changes take place, both changes take place in any economy, this process is called economic development. Why economic development is called multi-dimensional process? Because due to economic development, various types of positive changes take place in that economy. For example, structure of national income changes. How first is contribution of agricultural sector in national income reduces. On the other hand, contribution of industrial sector and service sector increases. As a result, disguised unemployment or hidden unemployment also reduces. Besides this, during economic development, economy means public sector or private sector, both try to establish new industries, try to adopt modern technology, new technology in order to produce more with minimum cost. The modern technology is adopted during this process. Besides this, new seeds, new quality of seeds, innovative seeds are used for more production. Besides this, technology is already changed. As a result, what happens? Due to all these changes, poverty, unemployment and inequalities in income also reduces. So all these changes take place due to economic development. That's why it is called multi-dimensional process. Then economic development characteristics. What are the characteristics of economic development? It is a continuous process, or we can say it is slow but a continuous process, because it is easy to start development in any nation, but keep the same rate of development for a longer period, it is very difficult for any nation, for any economy, because increasing population, changes in natural factors becomes the hindrances in that development. That's why it is slow but a continuous process. Besides this, during economic development, qualitative and quantitative changes take place, means national income and per capita income both increases, and due to increase in national income and per capita income, it is possible for individual or possible for nation, possible for economy to bring changes in other factors also, means social changes like improvement in the standard of living, improvement in the quality of life of individual. It is possible due to increase in national income and per capita income. So during economic development, both quantitative as well as qualitative changes take place. Due to process of economic development, the taste, habits, preference of individuals changes. They want to improve, they want to bring improvement in their standard of living. For this purpose they start using superior goods and services. As a result, demand for various goods and services also increases. Next point, labor becomes more dynamic. During the process of economic development, governments establish various vocational institute or training institute. Training institute means in order to make them self-employed, make them more skilled, and once they become self-employed, once they become more skilled, they can change the nature of their job, they can shift themselves from one place to another place, It means labor becomes more dynamic due to economic development. Besides this, change in technology also changes. Due to economic development, capital formation increases, means government is trying to establish more hospitals, more schools, try to improve the quality of road, railway station, airport. All these things increases capital formation. These are the characteristics of economic development. Then limitations of economic development we have already done. That first is it shows only the progress of nation, not the progress of each and every individual. Economic development shows only the progress of nation. It shows only the economic scenario of a nation. It cannot discuss the development of human being. Second point, it is very difficult because in economic development I have already told you that both quantitative and qualitative changes take place. So it is very difficult to measure qualitative changes in economic development. And third limitation, this is related with Indian economy so far as this statement. Statement means whenever economic development take place, economic development word is added here. So whenever economic development take place, it means it brings improvement or it raises the standard of living of an individual. But this statement is not fully true with Indian economy. Indian economy nowadays is a fast developing economy. Then also majority of population are living below the poverty line, means their standard of living does not increase with the increase in national income or per capita income. Their standard does not increase. That's why we can say this is one of the limitations of economic development. So topic of economic development is completed. Till then, goodbye.